along danger zones, specifically along waterways. Now, we have discussed yesterday that we have earmarked something around 49?
50 million.
50 million, around 50 million, 49 million. What we have discussed yesterday, does this include this item in the supplemental budget number 3, or does it specifically contemplate just in 2026, including all the proposed supplemental budgets?
This is part of the initial funding needed by the Office of the City Mayor's Office of the City Mayor.
Can you give me again a rundown of the proposed budget for the
So in the initial, in the proposed budget for 2026, we have allocated around 10 million.
10 million?
Yes, and so this this is another 19 million, so that's 29 million. And
For this year, 10 million.
No, for the
For next year.
2026 annual budget, we have allocated 10 million. So this will be an add-on to the 10 million, so we will have a total of 29 million available. And we will provide the necessary supplemental funding for if ever there is an area identified by the Office of the City Local Housing.
Exactly. One of
And
the...
then, just to add, they also made a request to have a land banking
Fund.
for tomorrow's later LDRMC at the DRR meeting. Nag-request sila na mag-add 40 million, I think, but it will be discussed later pa. This afternoon. Tama ba?
Probably tomorrow, Your Honor, because this afternoon's discussion will pertain to the 2026 LDRR funds,
okay.
but it was not included there. So what we have proposed was for the strategic plan 2026 to 2028. So probably it will be incorporated in the future budget of the disaster.
But it was manifested in the last meeting that it will be included today. But
Yes.
say other matters, I don't know.
It will be probably discussed later, but I have seen the draft and it was not there.
Oh, okay.
Sa LDR.
Yes.
Huh?
We will discuss it later with the Disaster Council.
Yeah.
I believe Councilor Johnny Young is a member of the Disaster Council.
Yes.
Because for the information of everybody, the committee has been lobbying for the inclusion of additional funds for the acquisition of land para hindi na magpasulay ang DPWH kag Iloilo City Government na ay di matapos ang flood control project in mga informal centers. Once and for all, manindugan ang Iloilo City Government and make serious measures para masolusyonan ang ini na informal settler na problem with regards sa mga flood control issues. We are constantly blamed by the people nga hindi naton matapos-tapos ang aton mga project, whether locally funded or nationally funded. Now, we are pushing for lasting solutions for this problem. Now, one of the proposals is that we will tap the risk reduction fund under the LDRMF. The proposal was that we would utilize 40 million of the said fund for the purchase of lot acquisitions. Now, Ms. Bimidel stated earlier na daw wala man to nadala to sa item to ang gina-request nato na 40 million. Perhaps the good gentleman could lobby again with the Disaster Council. Perhaps matugangan kay kabudlay mangita sa ina na funding. No. Anyway, I would, for the understanding of the August body, while it is indeed a priority initiative of the City Council to purchase additional land, of course we have to analyze as well the availability of the land and the propriety of the purchase. That is why it may not necessarily indicate in the annual budget a fixed sum for the purchase of the same, but usually it's indicated in the supplemental budget once the Chief Executive has identified the prospective land, and then we will just appropriate for the purchase of the same, for the record of this honorable body. Now, my next question, Madam Bim, din ni siya ang additional funds ang land? Where is the, ano ni siya? Kaya may specific amount. The specific amount is 19,800,000. That's a very precise amount. So, does the City Mayor already have an identified land for the purchase of, ano? Kindly
Not yet, Your Honor,
Not
but
yet.
yeah, this initial amount was provided in excess of the estimates identified by the local finance committee. So all the excess was,
sobra,
yes,
sobra.
was allocated here.
Okay. So I think 90 million is a good amount naman na maka-purchase. Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, Councilor Miguel Treñas, mga 2,000 per square meter usually na-purchase natin. So that's quite significant naman na siya. Pila? 2,800? Mga 3,000, 2,800. So anyway, for the record. Anyway, any more inquiries from my good colleagues? Ang SNART National Road. Because there is an item here for the improvement of SNART.
I think there is a portion identified.
National na.
Ma'am Bill,
There is a specific identification on the asphalt overlay from Plaza Tarangay to Central Market portion.
Ma'am Bill, sa 19 million, if the lot is not yet identified, so paano na kay dapat maubos siya within the year?
This is categorized under the capital outlay, so it's a continuing appropriation. So if it cannot be expended next year, it can still be used in 2027.
That's good. That's
Unless
good to know.
reverted.
Yes, unless reverted.
reverted.
That's
So,
good to know.
I open the floor to any inquiries from my good colleagues. No more, kay excuse na lang ni si Ma'am Pim, kay para may energy siya karon sa ato na budget hearing, considering nga SP ang schedule karon. So, te madugo-dugo get kay do 5 in the amount of a moment. May nakakalaban. In the amount of 194,772,412 pesos and 97 centavos for the general fund and 6,668,602 pesos and 72 centavos for the special account in the general fund local economic enterprise for the grand total of 201,441 second and final reading. So moved.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections. Ordinance is passed with first, second, and final reading.
We may now proceed to item F22 for item F3. F23, sorry. For item F23 is a letter dated October 24, 2025 by Cristina Castillo Lim, Corporate Secretary of the Psalm Legal Group, to the Honorable Vice Superior relative to the ERC case number 2025-182 RC entitled in the matter of the 15th application of the true-up adjustment of fuel and purchase power costs and foreign exchange related costs under the rules of automatic recovery of monthly fuel and purchase power costs and foreign related costs by the National Power Corporation as amended, requesting for the posting of the herein stated order and notice. Now, can I ask for a manifestation from the SP Secretary? Have we made postings for this item already? Not yet. And then, so we'll just note this down. So we'd like to move to note down this item. So moved.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections. Item is noted.
For item F24 to F31, may I just move to collectively note down these items? So moved.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections. Motion is carried.
We may now proceed to the committee reports. For item G1A, may I request that Councilor Miguel Chanyas be recognized.
Councilor Treñas, you have the floor. But before that, I'm temporarily relinquishing my chair to go to the restroom. Councilor Leon, can you please take over? Councilor Leon, take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Majority Floor for item G018. This is regarding the application of Marvin M. Mirasol Jr. for the issuance of preliminary approval location clearance or PALC and final approval or development permit for the project of Mirasol Village located at Barangay Dungon, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. Findings and recommendations, Madam Chair. Mr. Chair, the applicant was able to comply with the submit and necessary documents and technical requirements for issuance of policy and FAD for the approval above discussed projects. Further, the key offices, including the Office of City Engineer, Iloilo City Local Housing Office, the Office of Building Official, has conducted their respective inspection and evaluation and then interposed no objection and given their go signal for the approval of this application. In view of the foregoing consideration, the committee respectfully recommends for the adoption of the committee report and the passing of an ordinance issuance of policy and FADEP of the Marvin M. Mirasol Jr. project of Mirasol Village located at Barangay Dungon, Mandurriao, Iloilo City. So I move for adoption of this committee report. So move.
There being no objection, the motion is adopted.
Since everybody have been given the report, I respectfully move to suspend House rules and number readings required to pass the same. So move. With this, I move to pass a proposed ordinance approving the application for the issuance of preliminary approval, location and clearance and final approval, development permit of Mirasol Village located at Barangay Dungon, Mandurriao, Iloilo City, covered transfer certificate title number 103050 T103051 and T-103053 with an area of 20,240 square meters. So move.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, motion is carried.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
For item G2A, may I request that Councilor Alan Zaldivar be recognized.
Councilor Alan Salivar, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. This is a committee report, joint committee report. If I may proceed, Madam Chair, to the facts and findings of this committee
Please
hearing.
proceed.
The subject matter was referred to the committees dated 17 of September 2025 under the document number 25-09-1535, endorsed to the office of the presiding officer requesting for an urgent and appropriate action. The same was calendared and then referred to the proper chairman of these committees. Upon receipt of the endorsement, this representation being chairperson of Committee on Health, Sanitation and Hospital Services and Committee on Barangay Affairs and Community Development in coordination with the Office of Honorable Rudolph Jeffrey Ganzon, called a committee hearing on 23rd of October 2025 to conduct an in-depth study and review of the proposed ordinance creating the Barangay Mental Health Awareness Desk in all barangays in the city of Iloilo and for other purposes. Said committee hearing was attended by representatives from the Office of the Liga ng mga Barangay, City Health Office, City Social Welfare and Development Office, City Legal Office, OCBO, and Iloilo City Mayor's Office. The proposed ordinance is anchored on Republic Act number 11036, otherwise known as the Mental Health Act of the Philippines, which establishes a national mental health policy to promote and protect the rights of individuals with mental health conditions and improve access to care. It also aims to ensure timely, affordable, high quality, and culturally appropriate mental health services and prevent stigma and integrate mental health support in communities. Likewise, the ordinance highlights the integration through referrals for psychiatric, psychosocial, and neurological services of community-level identified service users to Iloilo City government's Barangay Raise Awareness Intervene Support Empower or BRACE Barangay Mental Health Program. Notably, this proposed ordinance underscores the existence of mental health concerns globally, which must be addressed locally, and it is the duty of the Iloilo City government to protect and promote the right to health of the people and instill consciousness among them with the aim to establish a comprehensive and accessible mental health service that prioritizes the mental well-being of all its residents through the establishment of mental health desks in all barangays in the city of Iloilo. The findings, the purpose of this ordinance is to establish mental health awareness desks in all barangays in the city of Iloilo to be able to identify service users and refer them to Iloilo City government's Barangay Raise Awareness Intervene Support Empower or BRACE Barangay Mental Health Program. However, it was discussed during the committee hearing that the originally proposed ordinance was too general in scope, hence the need to streamline the provisions contained therein and tailor-fit them to the proposed title of the ordinance. In consideration of the foregoing, some provisions were modified and removed, and the attendees agreed to also remove the budget allocation, as there is no need to hire professionals and allocate budget for them. Instead, the help desk officers will come from the existing barangay health workers who shall undergo proper training for the tasks with Iloilo City government accredited centers. The recommendation, Madam Chair, in view of the foregoing premises, after a thorough discussion on the matter and study of the legal and factual precedents, there being no conflict in the laws and ordinances, this committee recommends to pass a proposed ordinance creating the Barangay Mental Health Awareness Desk in all barangays in the city of Iloilo and for other purposes. Furthermore, this proposed ordinance will be referred back to the proponent for further studies. There being no questions, Madam Chair, I would like to move for the adoption of this committee report. So move.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, motion is carried. Committee report is adopted.
With no more items in the regular agenda, we may now proceed to the items of the other matters. For item J01 is the performance commitment for health facilities for Santo Rosario District Health Center as part of the yearly renewal requirement of the health accreditation, with the request for a resolution authorizing the city mayor to sign the said performance commitment for health facilities. Upon reading the said document, it appears to be a mere pro forma document. If there are no objections from this august body, would like to pass a resolution granting authority to the city mayor to sign the said performance commitment for health facilities. So moved.
It has been moved and seconded. Hearing no objections, motion is carried.
For item J02 is a first endorsement dated November 14, 2025 by the city mayor to the members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod with regards to the project proposal to Senator Juan Miguel F. Zubiri for the completion of the multi-purpose facility, otherwise known as the Iloilo Medical Arts Building at Barangay San Pedro Molo, Iloilo City, in the amount of 12